What up, YouTube? It feels like Spitfire Audio has been a little bit quiet since the departure of Christian Henson. I've been purchasing Spitfire Audio products for years and years and years now. I think back in the day, there was probably Cinesamples, East West, and Spitfire were probably the big three. That being said, Spitfire's always had kind of a special place in my heart. I feel like there is a different way that they go about creating their sample libraries. I think a lot of people, myself included, were waiting for Spitfire to come out with the next big thing, and I feel like this is it. I feel like the entire orchestra has been sampled to death by all the companies, and for me personally, I'm not necessarily interested in writing for a full orchestra, but what I do enjoy is writing very, very small, sparse, kind of stripped down music. And I think these kind of libraries are kind of going to be the future moving forward. Sampling libraries in a less traditional sense. I have a new album that's dropping December 6th called Sunset Echoes. Link is in the description. Pre-save that bad boy. It'll look very familiar to you if you've purchased any of their libraries recently. Probably the main thing that people are going to probably spend the most time on are this scale functionality that's set up over here. So right now I would set it for D Dorian. And the harder you attack the keys, the harder you press, the more it'll open up kind of these intervals. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, that is one patch, and I'm literally playing just a handful of keys. You can see in the keyboard at the bottom of the screen what I'm playing. So you can program these to your heart's content. You can set it up in the key and the scale of choice, or it'll just analyze what you're playing, which is mostly how I created the track, which I'll play for you shortly. Let's get a little more reverb going on there. Literally just one patch. Let's just play through a couple of them. There's the motions. Here's clouds. I mean, things are just kind of swimming all over the place. It's quite majestic, especially if you're listening to it on headphones. This is Scatter. We got Cirrus. That's fun. Okay, we got Intensity. Octaves. I mean, you really have to just play some notes and you got to hold them down and kind of see what's going to happen. It's almost like an evolutions type thing where it just keeps changing and doing different things. Living. I mean, it just goes on and on. I'm not going to play through everything. I mean, it's one thing I will say is it gets very busy very quickly. So You're going to want to use this sparingly. It can get really busy really fast, and it can be incredibly difficult to mix if you have just, like 20 or 30 patches from this library. Everything's going to start to kind of swim together. So you do have to be careful. This is the cells patch. Very, very soft and delicate sound. We got full band shimmer. We have the synth part of the library. One thing I will say, it is an extremely soft sounding synth, which makes sense because that's what's going to match with the library. This is the Cells 3 patch. Very soft, very delicate, lovely, lovely sound. If your mix gets too busy, that sound is almost going to be completely buried. So you're going to probably want to find a point in your track where there's not a lot going on. You'll be able to hear it just kind of poking in and out. And I did EQ it a little bit, if we listen to it, just to try to remove some of that low end kind of mud. This is what it sounds like without the EQ. Lovely sound, but it doesn't really poke through the mix very well. So I literally just scooped out lows, scooped out some mids, and boosted the highs a little bit. And even then you're going to find that it's, like I said, it just kind of pokes through in and out like the sun on a cloudy day. Sonic bass distorted. Let's check this out. This is just a big fat sound. This will go on and on and on because what I did is I pushed the release all the way. So you're going to keep hearing it for like until spring. Bass drone has a much softer sound. Lovely, lovely sound. Just kind of runs underneath the track. Just fills in a couple of little empty spaces. We have, again, from the synths, what do we got? This is called Tape Moody Fourth. So you can hear that fourth interval in there. Lovely, lovely sound. Very, very soft sound. I actually had to gang stage this one up quite a bit. I did add a little bit of EQ in this drone, just again to scoop out a little bit of that mud. If we play it without, and then I'll keep holding on. I'm going to turn the EQ on. See how it just cleans it up a little bit. Lastly, what do we got here? Oh, we got this bass. I kind of have on a major seventh interval from C to B. It's pretty wild. It's a super inspirational library. It's very, very niche, and that's what I like. If you want big bombastic stuff, then this library is not for you. If you like Tundra, if you like Neo, those types of libraries, you're gonna love this. If you like small, intimate strings that you can play very, very few notes, but a whole bunch of kind of different cool things will happen that will hopefully inspire you to write a song or push you in a certain direction, I think Spitfire hit this one out of the park. Please check out my courses on Skillshare. I have one on piano improvisation. I have another one on cinematic music production in Logic. Don't forget to pre-save Sunset Echoes. Let's check out this track and you can let me know what you think. Cheers.